All right, there we go. So, all right, guys. So, welcome to the Pitchfork podcast for January. No, not January. I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong time frame. And for March 1st, 2021. If you like the stream, guys, hit like button, share button. Make sure you let people know that I run this stream, guys. It's gonna be a little bit interesting today. It's gonna be a little bit spicy today. Let me go ahead and get the right window capture here. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see here. It's me on Twitch. All right, there we go. So, finally got it going. Got myself a little pizza here. Good old pizza. So, you're going to be doing news today. By the way, guys, if you like the stream, hit the like button, hit the share button. Make sure you share the stream with other people. I'll give you a link to my Discord and also give you the phone number that you can call into the show if you want to participate in the show. So, I'll go ahead and give you the general gist here. All right, so there we go. That's on Discord. Also here. There we go, guys. So if you want to join me, follow me along, you can. I'm gonna open up the Skype lines now. All right. So we're going to have a little bit of a oopsie in politics right now. This is coming from Fox News because I saw this article and I was very, very intrigued by this. I was very intrigued. Oh my God, I was very interested. All right. So let's get into this piece here. All right, from Fox News, Biden supports independent review of Cuomo's sexual harassment claims, something Tara Reade never got. Biden accuser Tara Reade received a very different response, and that's very interesting because I remember Tara Reade, and that's very true because I mean I think that a lot of people, right? I just want people to understand that a lot of people on the freaking Democrat side, like Harvey Weinstein, you got your your Andrew Cuomo's, you got your you got your freaking Anthony Weiner's. I mean, Bill Clinton. The list goes on and on and on. It goes on and on, and there is no shortage of creeps on the freaking Democrat side, and it's very interesting to see how people are reacting to Andrew Cuomo. I think that people have mostly been consistent. I mean, I've seen a lot of Democrats call out Andrew Cuomo, but again, I do think that it's very interesting that Tara Reid never, ever got the same treatment that Lindsey Boylan and Charlotte Bennett is now getting, which are the two women who are coming out against Andrew Cuomo claiming sexual harassment. And personally, I believe them, but still, I mean, I think that every victim should be heard, and it doesn't matter if the accused happens to be Joe Biden. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said Sunday that President Biden supports an independent review of sexual misconduct claims against New York Governor Andrew Cuomo brought by former aides, although Biden accused of Tara Reid received a very different response. First, Biden has been consistent that he believes every woman should be heard, Psaki said on Sunday. There should be an independent review looking into these allegations. I mean, I believe that you believe that, but I don't believe that Biden believes that. Because if that's the case, then how come Tara Reid never got the exact same treatment? Again, because the freaking headline here is that Tara Reid backs Lindsey Boylan, rips media's collective collusion with Democrats. Again, she's backing Lindsey Boylan, so it's not like she's just attacking, Joe Biden, just attacking Cuomo and not backing the victims. She's backing the victims too. So in March 2020, Reid alleged that she was sexually assaulted by Biden in 1993, along with a group of other women. She had previously made an accusation of inappropriate touching against Biden in 2019. Far from calling for a review, Biden and his campaign have repeatedly denied her claims. Yeah, that is true. And it's very interesting to kind of see the veil be lifted off of Democrats. I think much of it started with freaking Weinstein, because I think that was the biggest blow. Because it wasn't the biggest blow, but it was the start of an avalanche, right? Of a freaking snowball effect. Because again, I want you to understand, when you start attacking and start bringing down their donors, man, that's when the freaking cards start really, really falling. And Cuomo is just another victim, because again, his brother is a part of CNN. His brother is in the media. His brother can spin things for him, and his brother still couldn't do this. His brother still couldn't protect him from what he had done. That's just that tells you how bad things must have gotten, right? That lets you know the true climate of what's going on in New York right now. That even CNN, his brother being a part of the media, still cannot protect him. That is crazy. That is crazy. Cuomo is facing sexual harassment allegations from former aides Charlotte Bennett and Lindsey Boylan. Boylan accused Cuomo of unwanted touching and an unwanted kiss, leading to her resignation in 2018. So again, she resigned because of this. She resigned. And man, if this is true, listen, if this is true, Cuomo's done. But again, I do think it's interesting that no one's calling for an investigation into what happened with Tara Reid. I mean, especially given, how close Joe Biden has been to Bill Clinton, and given how Bill Clinton has behaved, it is very, very interesting. Cuomo's office denied Boylan's harassment claims, calling them simply false. Boylan and Reid have publicly supported one another. Again, I think that's very, very important that women who are victims, who are alleged victims anyways, that they actually support each other. I support Lindsey and her bravery coming forward. It's a difficult thing to do, particularly because she's still a young professional in the political arena, Reid told Fox News in an interview. Everyone knows that when you come up against the Democratic machine and the Democratic National Committee, it can politically end your career. Again, and that's very interesting that she added in that very, very last part, because I think that was intentional, because of what Andrew Cuomo allegedly said to Ron Kim. I can end your career, because if Ron Kim didn't put out a supporting statement about the whole COVID-19 nursing home scandal that Andrew Cuomo is also involved in. So I mean, that whole situation was crazy. Ron Kim claimed that Andrew Cuomo called him while Ron Kim was at home. And Ron Kim claimed that he was washing his children. He was giving his children a bath when Andrew Cuomo called him and basically started threatening his freaking political career. You know, if you didn't put out a positive statement about what happened with the whole nursing home scandal. I mean, I've been covering that for months and months and months now. And if you've been following on my channel, you are well aware and well abreast on this situation. That's what I love doing is informing people. And there's just too many scandals all at once. Boylan is one of many Democrats running for Manhattan Borough President in 2021. Boylan also ran against Representative Jerry Nadler, Democrat from New York, in New York's 10th congressional district in 2020, but lost by more than 40 points, according to Ballotpedia. Boylan tweeted her support for Reed in March 2020 after she shared her story with progressive podcast host Katie Halper. Again, and it's very, very important that these women are supporting each other, but I think that also adds to the credibility because, I mean, the fact that this stuff wasn't investigated sooner. You know, Lindsey Boylan, she had came out with this stuff like last year. So why wasn't this investigated like last year? You know, and was freaking Tara freaking Reid, you know, her situation allegedly with Joe Biden happened in 1993. I mean, that's over 20 years ago now. You pushing like 30 years now. That probably is like 30. That's probably like what? If that's damn near 30 years. So I mean, it just seems like there's scenario after scenario after scenario where it's like depending on who's the party in power, that's who gets investigated. And even if the party who should be investigated isn't in power, well, everybody's doing a big circle jerk, so everyone protects each other. And it's just so disgusting, man. It's just so unfortunate that it has come to this. That we can't protect victims because some people just have too much power. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, that's second article done. So took intermission. So guys, you watching this here? I'm in my Discord server. I left a link in the chat, and just want to take off 2 articles and do a few more and call it a podcast. All right, so let's see here. Let's grab a few more. Oh man. All right. So we got a few spicy ones here for you. All right. This is going to be from ABC News. From ABC News, major test for voting rights at Supreme Court as GOP pushes new election rules. After historic 2020 turnout, dozens of states eye rules making it harder to vote. Again, I knew this is going to come. The GOP loves to freaking do this, right? They, instead of trying to earn black voters, they always try to discourage them from voting in general. And they've done this for generations. They've done this for generations, and yet they have the nerve and the audacity to wonder why so many black people don't vote for them. So many black people just elect to skip over them in the freaking polls. And just like, you can't wonder that, right? You can't wonder that, and yet do some of the things that you're doing. You can't wonder that and yet do some of the things that you're doing. It's just obvious. It's like, and again, what makes it worse is that some of the GOP stands, some of the hardcore Republican nutcases, they're always going to say, oh, well, you're wrong. No matter how much evidence you present to them, right? You're never going to change their mind. And that's what makes it worse. Is that you got people out there who are stupid, who want to be stupid. As Republicans in nearly every state push new voting restrictions in the aftermath of the 2020 election, the U.S. Supreme Court on Tuesday will hear a major case to decide how these rules should be judged under federal civil rights law. State legislators in at least 43 states are considering more than 250 bills that would make it harder to vote, according to the Brennan Center for Justice, a nonpartisan voter advocacy group tracking the trend. Sponsors of the measures said they're necessary to prevent fraud. Civil rights advocates claim they primarily suppress minority voters who overwhelmingly back Democratic candidates. Again, I want you to hear that last part again. Sponsors of the measures said they're necessary to prevent fraud. Civil rights advocates claim they primarily suppress minority voters who overwhelmingly back Democratic candidates. Again, do you see how the Republican Party is now making it a political issue? Voting rights a political issue, and voting rights is as a political issue is a non-starter for black folks. Voting rights as a political issue is a non-starter for not just black folks, but anybody who is a person of color. At the heart of the case in the landmark Voting Rights Act of 1965, which prohibits racial discrimination in voting and lays out the standard for determining when it exists. Section 2 of the law says any measure which results in the denial or abridgment of the right of any citizen of the U.S. to vote on an account of race or color is illegal. That provision has never been tested at the Supreme Court and is considered a critical remaining safeguard after the court's conservatives in 2013 effectively ended the VRA's requirement that states with the history of racial discrimination pre-clear new voting rules with the Justice Department. So again, you got states out there like, for example, South Carolina or Georgia, or Florida, Texas, Virginia, who all have histories of clear discrimination against black folk, Louisiana. And it's very, very strange how we don't want protections put in place to protect voting rights when we know that at one point they were threatened in the past. And it was the conservative judges who did this. And again, it's the freaking right. The right just doesn't understand the temperature of the social room right now in the country. They just don't get it, and I fear that they never will get it. That's my greatest fear, that they never will get it. The courts need to send a strong statement that the Voting Rights Act will be there for the American public, especially at a time when we see politicians in states trying to put barriers in front of the ballot box, said Myrna Perez, an attorney and election law expert at the Brennan Center. More than 159 million Americans voted in 2020. 66.8% of the eligible voting population, a historic turnout not seen in more than a century, thanks in part to a surge in voting by mail. That is amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. Again, and I guarantee you that as soon as that's what I'm saying, right? You're gonna get some right wing retard, some freaking right wing idiot. Oh well, it wasn't the right balance. It was Antifa voting. It was dead people. It was out there. Shut the fuck up. God, though, the people who do that, you are the most irritating bastards on planet Earth. The case can be argued. Tuesday centers on two Arizona election laws that Democrats say discriminate against Native American, Latinx, and African American voters. One requires election officials to discard any ballots cast in the wrong precinct. The other measure bans third-party ballot collection. 96% of non-Native American people live on a postal route, but only 26% of Native Americans do. If people have less access to mail, then getting that ballot back is a big deal, said Alex Gulata, an Arizona voting rights advocate. It would make you jump through a bunch of hoops to be able to cast a mail-in ballot. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. It would cause you to jump through all kind of hoops, and it's like, why do you want people to jump through so many hoops just to vote, man? Like, do you understand how this shit is making you look, GOP? To the entire right, do you understand how this shit is making you look? It's making you look like you don't want people to vote. It's making you look like you don't want people to have their freedom to cast their ballots, and it's based on race, because the only areas where you want to restrict voting so much, where you are targeted so much, are sorry about that. I can edit this part out right here. But again, I want you to understand how this is making you look. It's making you look terrible. It's making you look like you really want to bring back the 50s, 60s, and 70s. You know, where people couldn't really vote, where it was separate but equal. You know, well, y'all can vote any kind of way you want to vote. You can vote any kind of way you want to vote, and we can just have our Confederate flags, you know, and be all racist. Why you worrying about, I have freedom of thought? Okay, you can freely think whatever the hell you want, but when you start wanting this damn legislation, that makes it a whole different case now, doesn't it? Doesn't it? So again, you know, I said it once, and I will say it again. I just find that the GOP is becoming more and more the party of racists. I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be honest with you. It was going on DM Cosmic Chaos. Yeah, I seen you in the chat as well. Yeah. I like Lucas. I like a lot of content creators who are like that, who just keeps it real, man. I like it when somebody just keeps it real. Oh man, got that one done. So we got 3 done already. So really, we can end the show there, but we ain't gonna do that there. We gonna stay out, hang out with you guys, and have some discussions, because we got some other spicy articles to get into, and also we got plenty of marijuana. We got a spicy one here though. So, Blue Lives Matter, making Blue Lives Matter quit. Blue Lives Matter, making Blue Lives Matter quit. Oh my God! Are you ready for this one, DM? Are you ready for this one? Are you ready for this spicy meatball? Are you ready for this spicy meat? I'm ready for this spicy meatball.
It's time to take it up a notch.
This is not just another streaming app. This is a brand new family of family entertainment. Babies, teenagers, and odd parents.
Classic.
Let me go ahead and turn it off this sound real quick. All right, so this one's gonna be pretty spicy. You ready for this? You ready for this, man? Many U.S. Capitol Police officers want to retire or leave after January 6th insurrection, union says. The federal law enforcement agency is already understaffed. Oh my God. Blue Lives Matter, making Blue Lives Matter quit. Yo. that is just too rich, man. Blue Lives Matter making Blue Lives Matter quit, man. The union representative of United States Capitol Police officers said many members of the force are looking to retire from or leave the federal law enforcement agency after the January 6th insurrection. Many officers that are retirement eligible are seriously looking at turning in their retirement papers since January 6th. Several officers have retired as a result. Gus Papadopoulos, chairman of the United States Capitol Police Labor Committee, said in a statement Friday. Additionally, I cannot tell you the number of younger officers who have confided in me since the insurrection who have actively looking at other police agencies or even new careers. Oh my God. Y'all making it. Yo, this is definitely a bad cop, no donut. This is definitely. This is great. This is fucking great. Yo, Blue Lives Matter making Blue Lives Matter quit. God damn. Papa Thanasio said the two main drivers are a lack of trust in our leadership, who clearly failed us on January 6th, and the fact that many other agencies offer better working conditions and better retirement benefits in the U.S. Capitol Police. Oh my God. If Congress wants to recruit and retain officers to meet the heightened security threat, he added, they're going to have to address both the leadership and quality of life issues driving officers to leave this department. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, MAGA, no! MAGA, no! Y'all supposed to love police officers. Y'all. If you think I won't clip this and this won't go on Reddit's Bad Cop No Donut, you are out of your fucking mind. This is getting clipped. It's going on Reddit, Bad Cop No Donut. They gonna eat this shit up. Blue Lives Matter making Blue Lives Matter quit. Oh my God. The events of January 6th occurred after then President Donald Trump and his allies held a rally in Washington, D.C., urging Congress not to certify the results of the November presidential election in which Trump lost to Democratic candidate Joe Biden. Trump vowed to never concede and urged his supporters to fight as he continued to push baseless claims of election fraud. Crowds of people then made their way to the steps of the U.S. Capitol, pushing through barricades. Officers in riot gear and other security measures were put in place in anticipation of the protest. An angry mob breached the Capitol building, forcing a breakdown with members of Congress and their staff hold up inside. It took hours for law enforcement to clear the building and establish a perimeter around the area. 5 people, including U.S. Capitol Officer Brian Sicknick, died during the rampage and dozens more were injured. Oh shit. So far, more than 300 people have been charged in connection in the January 6th siege, according to the U.S. Justice Department. U.S. Capitol Police Chief Stephen Sun resigned amid criticism over the department's handling of the attack. Meanwhile, 6 U.S. Capitol Police officers have been suspended with pay, and 29 others have been placed under investigation for their actions during the insurrection. Oh my God. Yo, listen. Not only are y'all making officers quit, they done made officers quit. Y'all the cause of the officers to be placed on investigation. Them boys getting placed on administrative leave. Some of that leave is unpaid. Some of them under criminal investigation. I'm pretty sure so. We had one commit suicide. God damn. Yo, y'all say Black Lives Matter and that T4 out here killing cops. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think if you're a police officer, the worst thing to have around you is a goddamn fucking MAGA hat. Oh shit. Oh my God. Yo. Yeah, listen. That's fucking precious. Listen, if you think I will not clip the shit out of this. And this ain't going on Reddit's Bad Cop No Donut. This ain't going on Facebook. This ain't going everywhere. You out of your goddamn mind. But babe, I'm gonna clip the shit out of this. Oh my god. Yo, listen. I used to play this game called Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Right? Let me see. Yo, listen. Let's play this card game called Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Let me see. It was a Yu-Gi-Oh, or was it Magic the Gathering? Listen, I played this game called Magic the Gathering, right? It's this card called the False Cure. Alright? It's a card called False Cure. Yo, Maga tap 2 man. Maga tap 2 swamps and play False Cure on the cops, bro. Oh my god. I y'all go cast False Cure on the cops, bro. How them boys go cast False Cure on the cops? Oh my god. Oh Lord. Oh man, that is. Yo, them boys tap 2 swamps and play False Cure, boy. No. How them boys tap 2 mana and play False Cure? How them boys tap 2 mana and play False Cure like that? No, them boys ain't tap 2 mana and play no damn False Cure. Yo, no, listen. Them boys tap 2 mana and they play False Cure. Them boys. Why them boys play 2 mana and play False Cure like that, man? Why them boys did that? Somebody gotta explain that to me, man. I'm dead, bro. Yo, I died and went to heaven. I died. Listen, I don't care what the fuck your opinion is, one way or the other. That shit's funny. That shit's funny. Listen, I died and went to heaven. You know, I'm not here right now. I am a ghost. I am a fucking ghost right now. I am dead. I'm no longer here. If you see me, you are seeing a fucking black ass ghost. In fact, I'm so damn dark you can barely see my damn eyes. Anyways, I like a damn sunspot. Oh man, that was goddamn, that was mwah, beautiful. Mwah. You know, sometimes life just throws you a gift, man. Life just throws you a gift. Mwah. Listen, it's about to be spicy. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. That was just great. That was so great. That was so great. All right, let's go and get some more news here. All right, let's get into it. From ABC News, U.S. announces $125 million defense aid package for Ukraine. The Pentagon says it's providing a new $125 million aid package to Ukraine, including 2 armed patrol boats to help the country defend its territorial waters. Again, you got all this money, $125 million. Again, the defense aid package for fucking Ukraine, but you got people starving right here. I mean, listen, I have nothing against Ukraine. I have nothing against Ukraine. Nothing against Ukraine at all. But you have to just please tell me why, man. Why are we doing this? During a time when people cannot make ends meet right now. People can't buy formula for their freaking babies right now. People can't keep the fucking lights on. You're buying aid. You're giving military aid, weapons to people. You're giving people weapons to kill each other with, but you can't give people food. That's insane. The Pentagon on Monday announced a $125 million military aid package for Ukraine, including 2 armed patrol boats to help the country defend its territorial waters. The remaining $150 million in military aid approved by Congress for the 2020-21 budget year will not be provided until the Departments of State and Defense are in position to certify to Congress that Ukraine has made sufficient progress on key defense reforms this year, the Pentagon said. Again, you are giving them $125 million. And then on top of that, it's going to give them another $150 million. That's $275 million fucking dollars when Americans are starving right now. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. The department encourages Ukraine to continue to enact reforms that strengthen civilian control of the military, promote increased transparency and accountability in defense industry and procurement, and modernize its defense sectors in other key areas in line with NATO principles and standards, the Pentagon said in a statement. Ukraine has been locked in a costly struggle with Russia, which annexed the Crimean Peninsula in 2014 and cast its support behind pro-Moscow insurgents in eastern Ukraine. The conflict, now in its 7th year, has killed more than 14,000 people and devastated Ukraine's industrial heartland. In addition to the two Mark 4 patrol boats, the Pentagon said it is providing radars for countering artillery, support for satellite imagery, and analysis capability. The equipment to support military medical treatment and combat evacuation procedures. I mean, God, I'm getting mad just reading all, like, it's you. I'm gonna reread all that because, again, I gotta reread all that for the freaking edit anyway. So, again, in addition to the 2 Mark 6 patrol boats, the Pentagon said it is providing radars for countering artillery, support for satellite imagery and analysis capability, and equipment to support military medical treatment and combat evacuation procedures. Like, do you realize how expensive all that shit is? Do you realize how expensive all that shit is? This action reaffirms the U.S.'s commitment to provide defensive lethal weapons to enable Ukraine to more effectively defend itself against Russian aggression, the Pentagon said. The December 2019 impeachment of then-President Donald Trump centered on allegations that he withheld military assistance to Ukraine as part of a scheme to pressure the Ukrainian government to investigate Joe Biden, who at the time was challenging Trump for the White House, and in November 2020 defeated Trump at the polls. Trump was acquitted by the Senate in February 2020. That is so ridiculous. You're providing all this money to Ukraine, and I wonder what the comments say. There's only 3 comments so far, and I'm very, very interested just to hear it. Who is talking about this? Right. The money comes from foreign finance of the country so we can buy American-made defense equipment. Why don't private companies do this? It's pure genius. Look at the bootlicking here. That was Trump that said that. Poor attempt at deflection. That. Wow. Ukraine never said that at all. Look at the Trump bootlickers here. It's just ridiculous. And these people, right? They wait for any kind of pro or negative Trump thing, right? Right. Another good idea would be to send everyone in Ukraine a check for $4,400. Oh man, that is ridiculous, man. Wow, that is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of editing with that one. Yeah, but that's okay though. That's what live editors are for. Anyways, let's go read some comments here. DM Cosmic Chaos says, "Oh boy, Diesel Bomber here says, laugh out loud. It was too hard for them. Maybe it's better if they quit. Yeah, that's for the Capitol Police officers. I don't know, man. That's a really tough situation to be in. But maybe you're right. DM Cosmic Chaos says, goddamn. Diesel Bomber also says, maybe I'm confused, but I'm pretty sure there was shit happening in cities all summer. One day in DC and they throw it in the towel. Soft. Okay, I see where you're coming from now. Diesel Bomber says, I bet the rest of these small business have been crushed over the last year. Could all get back on their feet for less than that. Yeah, very true, very true. That's the part that just pisses me off. It's like, why are we giving so much money to fucking other countries, man? Like, I get how you know how you don't want to leave people out on a freaking island. And I get that, right? I get that. But it's just crazy to me. Just crazy to me. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the podcast today. Thank you all for joining in. I appreciate all your support. And I decided just to cut a short day and get some articles done. So I got some articles done. I got some out of the way. Thank you guys for joining me today. Be safe. Wear a mask. Don't get COVID. Horns up. Peace out. Good night and good luck.